Alright guys, it's your boy Phil with T3 Logistics, and today we are putting in the HotShot bed. This is a 2021 Ram 3500. It is not a mega cab. I repeat, not a mega cab. So we're going to be putting in a bed. The bed of choice, it was the cheapest bed that I can find. Many people said that it wasn't the cheapest bed. It was $219 from Sam's Club, and it is a 10-inch gel memory foam Serta mattress. So the goal is to be able to get this measured out, get obviously everything into the cab of the truck, and everything to honestly fit perfectly. So I don't know what I'm doing. There are no active videos out there regarding measurements, like the size of the bolts that you need, like size of screws, and length of legs and all that jazz. So I was like, you know what, I need to make a video regarding this information so that way more people have it, because I'm clueless right now. So I'm going to be going by trial and error, and hopefully I can help you guys out too. Stay tuned. First things first, we have to figure out the bolt size to get these seats out. Looks like there are a total of 4 bolts, and it's a big mofo. Not quite that big. Hit the jackpot. We got a size 18. Oh shit. There we go. All right. That's a big ass bolt. Guess it's fitting for a truck this size. Let's try something else. There we go. Son of a gun. Am I tightening that shit? Damn, I am. Son of a bitch. No. I was listening. Or so we think. Alright. Another one down. Yo, for the record, An impact ain't got shit on these bolts. Oh, shit. There we go. Hot day. 48 degrees outside, by the way. Son of a bitch. Okay, that one we're gonna leave on because it's got a little permanent little washer on there. So this up. One is out, baby. Whoa. Where were we connected? What was that connected to? One is out. 2021 Ram, there are 9 bolts plus a T50 star bit. So you need a star bit. T50 is the bit you need. Okay, so now I see why everyone says that you have to cut the bed down. So I only got 62 inches. Take it from the front, from the very front furthest point, 3 feet wide, 36 inches. So, if I'm not mistaken, the bed to a T is 36 by 72. Shit, it's 38 by 74 and a half. So you got to cut it down both ways. Oof, really? You got to cut it down both ways to get it to fit in here. So, because the measurements I just took are, HotShot Mac just actually texted me. Says, laughed my ass off because we were talking about my bed and how thick it is. It's a 10-inch Serta. He says he's got a 5-inch or 4-inch. So, as far as height goes, I'm just about SOL. As far as, you know, the height of the bed, more or less, I am going to have to cut down the bed on both sides. But I'm not going to do that until I can physically put the bed in here. But as of right now, I've got my measurements in order to cut the frame. As far as the the platform goes, I can cut that to size, and then we can worry about how big the bed is actually once it's in here. Granted, we have to cut it down on length, no question. It's just about, it really just comes down to that width. Will I have to cut that 2 inches off of it? I think we'll be able to, you know, really get it in here snug to get it to fit. So let's go cut.
I be well leaks. Montclair on my fleets. When I start, they be like, oh my God, who he? You know what I think? Can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. Might put on my now like a Rondo. And I'm smoking the 1 gelato. Fully loaded, when I sit in his Benz. I'm fucking on 2 bad twins. If he owe me, I'm killing his kids. And this shit not stopping till he meet the medal. Real top soldier, gave me a medal. Walk over church got me moving slow. Won't never give up on the shit that I know. New money, new vision, new bitches, new goals. Like mama, your son, he stuck on the road. I give you my heart, this shit one cold. Shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right. Stay on your 10, look to your right. I could die right now, getting money right now, doing me right now, with my feet in the lines. Da Vinci when I step out, promise that they gon' notice me. You know what I think, can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. I be with elites. Montclair on my fleets. When I start, they be like, oh my God, who he? You know what I think, can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. Might put on my now like a Rondo. And I'm smoking the 1 gelato. Fully loaded, when I sit in his Benz. I'm fucking on 2 bad twins. If he owe me, I'm killing his kids. And this shit not stopping till he meet the medal. Real top soldier, gave me a medal. Walk over church got me moving slow. Won't never give up on the shit that I know. New money, new vision, new bitches, new goals. Like mama, your son, he stuck on the road. I give you my heart, this shit one cold. Shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right. Stay on your 10, look to your right. I could die right now, getting money right now, doing me right now, with my feet in the lines. Da Vinci when I step out, promise that they gon' notice me. You know what I think, can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. Know what I think, can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. Might put on my now like a Rondo. And I'm smoking the 1 gelato. Fully loaded, when I sit in his Benz. I'm fucking on 2 bad twins. If he owe me, I'm killing his kids. And this shit not stopping till he meet the medal. Real top soldier, gave me a medal. Walk over church got me moving slow. Won't never give up on
So now that we've got our cross members in place on our bed, I believe that it's very sturdy at this point. The goal now is to begin looking at leg length. After talking to a variety of HotShot guys, I've talked to, you know, AAA Freight, Steven, talked to Tim, HotShot Mac, talked to, you know, Doug, MTF Logistics, Henry, Big Six Wheels. All these guys are telling me different lengths. I've gotten 15 inches, 16 inches. I live by the track, so sorry for the noise. But I've gotten 15 inches all the way up to 17 inches. I've gotten as little as 10 inches. And they said it really depends on the depth of your bed. Depending on the thickness of your bed will determine how much or I should say how tall or how short your legs on your bed are gonna be. In addition to that, you should also take into consideration what specifically you plan to store under your bed, because that makes all the difference. If you have intent to, you know, keep tubs of clothes under your bed, You know, obviously you should probably go measure the depth of your clothespins before creating your legs to ensure that obviously you've got enough room under there to shift them under there. Me personally, I plan to, you know, just go with a bag, you know, while I'm out on the road. For the most part, again, I believe that should be sufficient. I don't know, not speaking from experience here quite yet. So with that in mind, my goal is I'm actually going to start with the legs at 1 foot, which I believe is a bit tall. So 12 inches, and to basically the back side of the legs have to be shorter. So I'm going to start with the legs. I'm going to basically take 2 2x4s. I'm going to sandwich them to make them nice and thick to put on each corner. And then from there, my goal is I'm also going to add 90-degree metal brackets, just as I did on the interior of my framing, to ensure that there's additional support there. Again, I don't have any intent for this bed to last forever, but I'm going to do everything in my power. I am 260, I'm not a small guy, so I think that it's important that it has as much support as potentially possible to ensure that I don't have any mishaps while I'm out over the road, or climbing from, say, the front seat to the rear to hop in the bed. You know, it's got all the support that it needs to catch me. So with that in mind, let's get started on the legs. So, 2 2x4s, 12 inches a piece. As you can see, pretty decent cuts. Match up as they should. Well, I've got some self-drilling metal-to-metal screws. Again, guys, I'm just going with what I have, so I'm just trying to avoid spending more money on screws and stuff as it all gets it done. So this is a 2.5 inch metal-to-metal self-drilling screw. Damn. There we go. 1 foot put together. It's definitely not coming apart. Beautiful. Now, to establish which side is going to be the front side of my bed, I really don't think it matters. As we discussed, I went with 62 by 35.5 as far as the length and width of my bed. So I've got, as I stated, we're starting with 12 inches. Could, in fact, be too long, but I've got faith. So I've measured and measured and measured. So as they say, measure 3 times, cut once, measure twice, cut once, however that saying goes. 1 12-inch leg. We're going to be using our nails yet again. Got a 3.5 or 4 inch. I know one of them, I've got 2 different sets of them. One of them is 4 for sure. This one's pretty close, so I'm going to either assume it's a 3.5. But obviously this is definitely going to go the depth that we need it to hit these legs. I might also follow up, in addition to these screws, with something longer that is an actual, or addition to this nail, excuse me, with a screw that will also suffice for additional support. And remember, I'll be adding 90-degree metal brackets in between these legs as well for additional support. Now that I think about it, it might be best to just go get some screws that are going to get the job done. Since I decided to go to the store for screws, I went ahead and bought multi-purpose screws, a 2 inch and a 4 inch. 4 inch is what we're going to use for the legs. 2 inch, I'm going to just go ahead and ensure and re-secure all these boards with the 2 inchers, because I had 1.5s before. definitely everything is very secure now, not going anywhere. Now, back to our leg. Now, from the rest of this, I'm not taking any risk. So we're still gonna send 4 inchers down from the top side, even after we get these nice and secured on the base. All right, so that's one leg. We're gonna do another 12 incher on this front corner here. This front corner here is going to have another 12 incher similar to this one. From there, we are then going to place it in the truck, get a level, make sure that it's 100% level, and measure from there exactly what we need to do. So stay tuned. Way too high. Again, this might be sufficient for what I'm doing. I got one in each board. Okay. The 2 inches, it's fucking on there. It might be sufficient for the sake of you know, what I'm using it for, but I'm not going to take that risk because I have the option. So why not overdo it to ensure my fat ass isn't gonna break off one of these legs by accident. Okay, 10 1/4 is sitting flush and my front legs are floating. So, way too tall. Way too tall. All right, so back to the drawing board. 9 1/2. At least my front leg is back on the ground now. Let's look for levelness. She is not level at all. We're still too tall in the back. The 9 1/4 is still too tall. Back to the drawing board. All right, so now we are at 8 3/4. If this doesn't work, fuck it. Holy shit. All right, so you guys can see here, she's about level. So I fucked up because, or excuse my language, I messed up because this piece here, I wasn't accounting for it when I actually made my cuts. And so naturally there's a small gap there, and then to make it level I put a wedge, basically the width of a 2x4, down here on the ground. So again, my cut back here is too short because I failed to acknowledge this gap here because of this trim piece here. And in order to get it level, now keep in mind, I'm also in my driveway. It's got a bit of an incline to it, but all things considered, that's where we're at. 8 3/4 on this side. Now, what will happen if I go to the opposite side to check it? Let's find out. And it's saying that we are not level, but if I were to lift, right there is level. So my guess is it's probably going to be something close to the 9-inch mark, because of the trim piece. So 8 3/4 is what I'm going to live with. Once I get that placed back there, I'll do what I have to compensate on this front end, and we'll just toenail it, and I'll live with how it is. So as you guys can see, we're damn near level. Very close. I'm gonna live with that. Now we're gonna take our 4-inch screws, multi-purpose star bit T25 screws, and secure.
I be where leaks. Montclair on my fleets. When I start, they be like, oh my god, who he? You know what I think. Can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think. Might put on my now like a Rondo. And I'm smoking the 1 gelato. Fully loaded when I sit in this Benz. I'm fucking on 2 bad twins. If he owe me, I'm killing his kids. And this shit not stopping till he meet the medal. Real top soldier, gave me a medal. Walk over church got me moving slow. Won't never give up on the shit that I know. New money, new vision, new bitches, new goals. Like mama, your son, he stuck on the road. I give you my heart, this shit one cold. Shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right. Stay on your 10, look to your right. I could die right now, get money right now, doing me right now. With my feet in the lines, Da Vinci when I step out. Promise that they gon' notice me. You know what I think. Can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in.
No,
and that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think.
That is in. Damn, sitting high as shit in this truck.
How is it?
Feels awesome.
Oh,
Close the door.
This is my dream mattress.
Won't never give up on the shit that I know.
I don't think I could redo that again, babe. Like, you did cut it one time.
Mama, your son, he stuck on the
Mm.
road. I give you my heart, this shit one cold. Shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right, shit ain't right. Stay on your 10, look to your right. I could die right now, get money right now, doing me right now. With my feet in the lines, Da Vinci when I step out. Promise that they gon' notice me. You know what I think. Can't be on my team, I hang with elites. Since I was a jit, I've been drifting in. And that's how you feel, bitch, fuck what you think.